President Trump's in-laws slipping in and out of the Manhattan federal building where they took the oath of U.S. citizenship. Sources tell ABC News that First Lady Melania Trump sponsored her Slovenian-born parents, Victor and Amalia Novs.
Chain migration! Look, that is obviously hypocritical. That's obvious. And I know it's not the important part here, but I should point out Melania's mom is 74, making Trump exactly 1 year younger than his mother-in-law. And while there are plenty of spouses out there who probably should be closer to their in-laws, that is simply not the way to do it. So that is the family-based path, which of course only works if you have a close relative in America, and it frankly doesn't hurt if she happens to be in a loveless marriage with the president. But to Donald Trump, family-based migration is a scourge, as you can tell from how he refers to it.
Chain migration is not a good...
It'd be hard for a fact-checker to assess it. That couldn't even be described by the Washington Post's bottomless Pinocchio, which is an actual thing they do now, and which, for the record, sounds like an all-nude strip club for wooden puppets. Because bringing family members over is not nearly as easy as Trump makes it sound. For a start, you can only sponsor close relatives. At most, that is a spouse, child, sibling or parent. No aunt, no uncle, no grandparents, no third niece by a different marriage. And anyone who comes in has to pass rigorous background checks, which tends to weed out any stone-cold killers. And that chain, as you definitely should not put it, can move very slowly because those country caps that I mentioned earlier apply to many categories of family-based immigration. So if you're trying to bring your sibling over from China, the government is currently processing applications from 2006. If they're in India, 2004. From Mexico, January of 1997. That's 22 years ago. And who knows what they'll be doing 22 years in advance, aside, of course, from Pat Sajak, because I guarantee he'll still be standing by a wheel, selling vowels he doesn't own until the fucking sun dies. And yet, the family sponsorship system is still seemingly too permissive for Trump, who wants to limit it to just spouses and children, meaning you could no longer sponsor, for instance, your parents.